The Patriots now going offense as we open the fourth quarter. Don Criqui with Paul McGuire. The Patriot running game lacks big play speed, but Leonard Russell has been grinding out the yards. 17 carries, 86 yards.
One of those games when it's over with, you throw all the shoes away.
Here's the handoff as Russell tries to go wide and does and breaks it. Leonard Russell is out to midfield and down to the 49-yard line.
I think it was Kyle Clifton that gets inside number 59 and really can't get Russell. Here comes Clifton right there. He gets his arm on, but that's all. You're not going to bring Russell down with one arm. And then the break downfield, Ronnie Lott comes in. But Clifton, you see him on the left-hand side of the screen. He fills the hole beautifully, but he only gets an arm. Baldinger kind of blocked back on him, number 74. It really didn't have to because there was no way that Kyle Clifton is going to bring down Russell with one hand.
And with that run, Paul, Leonard Russell went over 100 for the day. He's at 104. Patriots go right back to that sure thing, straight ahead power with Leonard Russell. Now will we have a moment? Let's go back to New York and Jim Lampley. Jim?
To take a look at a rare touchdown today, Don Criqui, in the air-conditioned Georgia Dome. Last play of the third period. Todd Philcox to Mark Carrier. Finally get the Belichick Browns on the board, trailing Atlanta 17-0. They narrow to 17-7 as they go into the fourth. Back to Don Criqui.
Thank you, Jim. As the wind and rain continue to pelt down on Foxborough Stadium, the Patriots, with just one win this season, a 2-point win at Phoenix on October 10th. Drive, or what they hope will be a go-ahead touchdown if they can get in and get the extra point, but they're still a long way away. They are moving the ball play after play with the power run right at the Jets defense.
You know, and this is an area where you are 1-9, and Parcells really doesn't like to gamble, but you're in 4-down situation here. I have to believe that, even though you're only 6 points down in the ball game. To punt the ball game to put the Jets down, I don't know if they would do that because you've got a chance with the wind at your back. You're running the ball extremely well, but you're in the third down. It depends on if they get close enough for the first down.
Third down. It's close. Ball on the field, but I think they might rule it down at the 40-yard line. It looks to be just short of a first down. Where the linesman comes in, it'll be just short, and that'll bring up fourth down. 15 times this season, the Patriots gone for it on fourth down. And they surely will be here.
Here comes number 16. I mean, there's really no reason not to.
They carefully make the mark at the 40.
Patriots want a measurement, and they have the right to ask for it. They want to know exactly how far they have to go. The ball on the line, I would say it's about the length of a football.
There's some blue chip talent in that Patriot offensive line. Armstrong, the left tackle, has been a two-time Pro Bowl player, a #1 draft choice out of Louisville. The left guard, Eugene Chung, was their #1 pick a year ago out of Virginia Tech. Pat Harlow, a really rising star offensive tackle out of Southern California.
You know, I really don't understand this call. I'm not, you know, you don't criticize or question a coach's call. If they put him deep and the Jets haven't moved the ball, you're looking for a turnover. You've got 12 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the game. But they've gone so many times, and you're in a situation where you're 1-9. You only have a half a yard to go. Baldiger's still trying to talk Parcells, and when Parcells makes up his mind, now they're going to go up to the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
There we go. That's the quarterback. Zolak is in there.
Might be a dive. It is. Quarterback dive, and he takes it ahead. Looks like he might have it.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, the linesman's coming in forward. It looks like a favorable mark.
Well, if they mark the ball with the lineman on this side, he doesn't have it.
The whole game could turn on this.
Yeah, if it's marked on this side of the ball, then he doesn't have it. I'm looking at number 117, and we don't have a 117 on our program. The way he marked it, I didn't think they had. I don't think they have it. Now they're going to measure it. Obviously, they're going to bring the chains in and take a look at it.
If Mark has drawn a crowd.
But that ball, we're in his mark right now, it does not make it. It is still another, it's the length of the football. They did not move the ball at all.
Not where that is now. They did not. Well, we'll wait and see.
We got to get Bobby Houston, get out of the way down here. Bobby, get out of the way. You and Kyle Clifton, get out of the way so we can see here. Here it comes.
A game of inches.
They don't make it. They don't make it.
And the Jets win that measurement. And the ball turns over. They had to do it, had to go for it, and they didn't get there.
Well, they booed Parcells for not sending in the play. Then they have Scott Zolak. Look, and he never gets up. Mo Lewis gets him by the back of the head and just shoves him forward. Marshall's there. Great job by the defense.
These Patriots fans are something. The harder it rains, the louder they cheer. Every time a big gust blows in, and we just had a huge one come in. Standing ovation. Now the Jets, with a first down and a 6-point lead in the fourth quarter, go to the run and take the ball to the 44-yard line on the carry by Brad Baxter, knocked down by Pitts.
The umpire between plays is his job. Get out of the way a little bit here, guys, so we can take a look at it. We only have 3 cameras in function in here. And he covers up the ball with a towel.
Bob Wagner is our umpire.
Way to go, Bobby. Good job.
A dangerous position at umpire. He's got to stand in behind the linebackers more than a few times a season.
They made some pretty good blocks this year.
Umpires get wiped out. Second down and 5. Blair Thomas weaves and looks for a spot to go, and the one he finds is good for only a yard as the game clock continues to wind down. Still a lot of time left. 11.5 minutes to play. Jets 6-0 on 2 Kerry Blanchard field goals in the first half.
See, again, this is a position where, you know, the Jets a third down in about 4. It is a throwing down because you are throwing into the wind and just throw the short stuff. You don't have any trouble with that. It's when you try to go deep, both against and with the wind. I think we've covered that enough, and we've seen it enough.
One thing about Esiason, he, with his experience, searches out everybody when he looks at his receivers. Now, before he runs out of time, he calls a timeout. Foxborough Stadium, 10:56 to play in the game. Jets with the ball and a 6-0 lead.
This New England team, what, 6 games with 4 points or less they've lost? I mean, that's incredible.
Lost their last 4 by a total of 11 points of the Patriots. Free ball. Patriots look to have it. They do at the Jet 47-yard line. Finally, a fumble comes. Tim Goad was on the ball. It's tough to fault anybody fumbling in this game.
No, this is the first fumble we've had in the ball game, and it comes between the quarterback and the center. Yeah, we talked once before. I did a game with the Jets, and they had a couple of mismatches on a dry day, and it was Sweeney not getting the ball up high enough and Boomer Esiason pulling out too quickly. You don't even try to guess whose fault this is, but I am really surprised. But we've been into a ball game. There's 10:53 to go in the fourth period. That's the first fumble in this entire ball game.
And it'd be highly probable that this play coming up on offense, first down and 10 for New England, will go to the tailback, far right of your screen, Leonard Russell. Leonard Russell caught and dropped. Well done by Marvin Washington. Now let's go back to New York and Jim Lampley. Jim?
All right, Don, let's watch the Raiders tighten things up against the Bengals. Early fourth quarter, the Raiders, Jeff Hostetler, plagued by drop passes all day, takes it upon himself and goes in from 4 yards out. The Raiders are a touchdown away from taking the lead, trailing 13-7 in the fourth. Back to Don Criqui.
Where we have 10:25 to play, the clock running, New England down 6-0. Patriots come out of the huddle in the driving rain, field getting worse by the minute. Second down and 10. Leonard Russell finds a way and gets inside the Jet 40-yard line. Guys can block.
The offensive line, Lewis, Chung, Armstrong, Baldinger, and Harlow They're just blocking. This is all up in the middle. Look at, they get together. And then Russell just follows the offensive line into the hole. Ronnie Lott is down there helping out with Houston to make the tackle. That's a nice play. That picked up almost 10 yards because the first play lost a yard.
Career high rushing for Leonard Russell. 122 yards, and he's not done. 3rd and short. Looks like he got there. This time the spot is New England's. He has the ball advanced down to the 36-yard line. A very different game than September 26th at Giant Stadium that Sunday night when the Patriots were stomped on, beaten, and humiliated 45-7 by the Jets. Have you ever beaten, stomped on, and humiliated?
Yeah, a lot. Mostly by you and meeting.
How about your game against Georgia?
Oh, please. When I was in college, I got to tell people, you know, I really don't like to talk about it, but when I was in college, we were going to upgrade our schedule at the Citadel, so we went to play Georgia in Athens, and Fran Tarkenton was there and as a quarterback. They beat us 76-0. They missed an extra point. We kicked off, they fumbled, we threw a pass, they intercepted, and it was the last time we were in their territory. It was the longest day of my life. Then at halftime, we're losing 35-0, and Coach Teague said, hey, new game. I said, have you missed the first half of this one?
Back to the run, or the Jets put big pops on. Russell carries again. Piquel was on the stop, along with Ronnie Lott.
This has been just great concentration by the backs on both sides, holding on to the football. See Russell going in there, and look at the pop he takes right there by Lott and holds on to the ball. It's incredible how these guys have hung. The only fumble, again, is the one from Esiason in the center. There wasn't even a hit made.
Earlier this season, Paul, Leonard Russell had problems holding on to the ball. Parcells was not pleased at some of his critical fumbles. He's gained yards all year. 2 arms on the ball, and again he breaks into open field. Leonard Russell fighting his way to the 15-yard line. And in the driving rain, they're up and cheering at Foxborough.
And this is a situation where they are not going to go for a field goal. I don't care. There will not be a field goal in this ball game. Russell now, the hole is there. Just a tremendous hole up the middle of the field. And the spin by Russell. You see Hasty going for the ball. Russell hangs on to the ball. If he had trouble fumbling before, it's sure not going to hurt him today. He has been doing a great job.
That offensive line of Armstrong, Chung, Lewis, Baldinger, and Harlow doing a great job also. They've been opening the way. Leonard Russell up to 144 yards rushing. Jets are reading number 32 every down, but every down he's getting positive yards. But the red zone, and that's what they're in now, 20 yards in, has been a major problem for New England.
Take a look at the last number, the 11. Did not score. Did not score. And only 9 touchdowns in 32 possessions down in that red zone. Again, this is a situation. I just don't see them going for a field goal here. I think this is 4-down territory and go for the touchdown.
That young fullback, Kevin Turner, said, it's down here we seem to lose our minds. And Games, 2nd down and 9. Russell, penalty marker. He's down to the 10-yard line.
They threw a flag on the play, and the flag blew into the end zone. The flag was thrown at the 15. Usually have a little golf ball or a weight in there.
And to get this sorted out, this guy's doing a great job in difficult situations for officials as well as players.
Legal procedure against the Patriots, and you take the penalty. You know, you're talking about this offensive line of the Patriots, and a good one. Pat Harlow, number 77. Don Shula said a week ago.
Illegal shift. 2 men on the offense moving without resetting before the snap. 5 yards, still 2nd down.
He said about Pat Harlow, he said he thinks he's the best offensive tackle in football.
Wow. He's a tough customer, Pat Harlow. He started off as a defensive tackle for the Trojans. They moved him to offensive tackle. He was the Patriots' #1 draft choice when he came out 3 years ago in '91. Leonard Russell keeps putting up the numbers, a 5.4 per carry average, 147 yards on 27 tries. Bledsoe with a rollout. Looks, lofts, up for grabs. Nobody gets it. Third down comes up.
I mean, there's no way that you can throw a touch pass. That's inexperienced in this kind of weather. There's no way you can throw a touch pass in this weather. That time, Bledsoe went back and threw the ball, lofted it up in the air. The wind just took the ball into the end zone. Had the ball been close to being on target, it would have been intercepted, or at least knocked down by Hasty.
Look at the water pouring out. The play that's worked well in the third quarter was the throw to Brisby. He's going out to the right flank at the top of your screen. Vincent Brisby. And 3rd and 14. Bledsoe takes a look. Goes right over the middle. Gets the running back, Corey Kroom. He's down to the 12-yard line. And 4th down comes up. Kyle Clifton was on the tackle. 6:07 to play.
You would think that they would go, but they're not. They're going to kick a field goal here. I mean, you're thinking they're going to get booed, but, you know, 4th and 6. Again, you're 1 and 9. I'm just, and you got the Jets in a position, even if you don't make it, they're going to have the ball at about the 11 or 12-yard line. You have a chance to come back. Especially with a kicker that really has had some problems.
He was just wide on that long try. There's the snap and set down. Another field goal failure. Yeah.
Leon Lett, where are you? You want to know why the miss? Watch, first of all, watch this is left foot. Where that is, that disappears. Then the right foot takes about a half a yard of mud and water. You're going to see the splash here. The ball is blocked at the line of scrimmage. The ball never gets up in the air, but watch Marcus Turner on the right of the screen. Get away!
The Jets were hurting on that mistake by Leon Lett. They were, of course, rooting for the Cowboys to beat Miami. Some of the Jet coaches said they really had to get over the same emotion that you take after a defeat of your team. That's how down they were after it seemed like Dallas was going to help them out by beating Miami.
Well, you know, everybody thought the game was over, including the Jets. They figured, well, and really, it is like a victory for them. And then to see what happened in that ball game, they were still feeling it yesterday. Obviously, they got it out of their system today.
Mother Nature continues to whip through with gusting winds up to 70 miles an hour and sheets of rain being propelled by it. Esiason looks, throws underhand, makes a connection, and a big-time stick is put on.
Johnny Johnson again.
Gets Johnny Johnson with a hit.
I cannot believe Phoenix never threw this guy the ball. Boomer Esiason is back there. He's looking elsewhere. He wants to go downfield with it. He looks around, and then a little sidearm shot to Johnny Johnson. A great hit by Maurice Hurst. 3rd down and about 5.
The Jets have not won by a shutout score since 1982 against the Baltimore Colts.
I feel like it's dark here awfully early in New England.
I think it gets wet here, too. Esiason takes a look. It's completed somehow. A 1st down for the Jets. Rob Moore running in the open field. As you can barely see the field now, the rain's so heavy.
I don't know how Boomer Esiason, I guess it's a little bit better down there vision-wise, but he's looking directly into the water. I mean, it is coming in sheets. Look at Boomer Esiason, and he finds Rob Moore open.
Like a car wash out there. Gonna need lifeguards here in a minute.
I've never seen anything like this. I'm sorry. But Rob Moore doing some spinning, picks up the 1st down. The clock is, and the scoreboard on the left is about to go out. It's flashing off and on. Here it goes. Hello. Got numbers flashing all over the place.
Esiason hands off on 1st down. Little or no gain to the ball, be positioned at about the 42-yard line of New York as the game clock now is at 3:07 to play.
We got to give some our camera guys out there, the people who are doing the work out on that field. They're doing a great job.
At times we've been down to 3 cameras. Back after this. Group asking themselves the eternal question, are we having any fun yet?
That's your lifeguard you were looking for.
Ooh, New England comes up with a big stop in the Jets backfield, back inside the 35-yard line. Vincent Brown shoots the gap. Patriots call a timeout. 2:59 to play. -8 on that tackle by Vincent Brown. When we come back, the Jets will have 3rd and 16. Huge play now. 3rd down, and the Jets need 16, holding to a 6-0 lead. They go to Johnson. He breaks it, almost gets there, but comes up short. He is stopped at the 48-yard line. And the clock winds down to 2:45. Now to stop it at 2:46.
I think if that's the Patriots, that may be their last time out.
Well, we know one thing. They're going to save themselves the agony of any more field goal tries.
Yeah, that should have been out the last time. I mean, look at the middle of that field. That's all mud.
Oh, well, you can't fault Sisson taken out of a swamp.
Anybody want to buy, what, 46 times 290, 2 pairs of shoes? That scoreboard on the left is about ready to go. It's flickering numbers all over the place.
It's like a tote board at a racetrack the way.
I know, it keeps going. Look at the stock exchange. Oops. They could move that 6 over to the Patriots, they'd be winning.
Jets now have their punter out in the field, Louis Aguiar.
Again. He's got to make sure, first of all, that he catches the ball. And then place it on his foot.
And I'll tell you, the footing, you punted a long time, and you can't get worse footing than this.
No, you just want to get it out. And distance doesn't mean anything here. You're at the 50-yard line. You just want to get it out.
Low snap, well fielded by Aguiar, and well kicked by Louis Aguiar. A big play. Patriots will run it back, though, across the 20 and the 25, and Troy Brown is out close to the 30-yard line. So with just 2:34 left to play, the Patriots, needing a touchdown, down 6-0, have 70 yards to go. That was a 38-yard punt and a 14-yard return.
That was a great play by Aguiar. First of all, he got his body in front of the ball. Then he picked up the ball and got the ball away. Patriots have no timeouts. But Aguiar, I mean, he's just concentrating on the football. Watch him get his body in line of the ball. See him move over, gets down to the ball. Now get it away. That's outstanding, man.
Really. Great work by Louis Aguiar. Could have saved the day. Now Bledsoe, with needing a lot of yards, looks to put it up on 1st down. Here comes the rush. Rifle throw. What a pick. Coming down with the ball, picking it off out of midair and ahead as Kyle Clifton makes the tackle. Vincent Brisby somehow sure-handed, going way up for a 21-yard gain.
It's a terrific catch. He just put his hands up, caught the ball in his hands. Believe me, that ball is wet. Look, it sits in the mud when you put it down.
Bledsoe looks again. Another throw, another connection, not for very much. Good defense. Mo Lewis was right there as the game clock winds down to 1:58, and we get the 2-minute warning and a timeout. Guy on the left there put his shirt on now. That was the guy that had his shirt off.
These are the people that are going to say, that want to be around to say, we saw their 2nd win. Because there's no other reason to be here.
The Head and Shoulders NFL Live postgame report with Jim Lampley, O.J. Simpson, and Will McDonough is coming up immediately after the game. 1:58 to go here at Foxborough. Patriots come out of the huddle, trailing 6-0. 2nd down and 7 comes up. Bledsoe stands in the driving rain, lofts it downfield, and he makes the connection down to the 30-yard line. Ben Coates, a 17-yard play. Patriots quickly into alignment without a huddle. 3 wide receiver set. Jets come with a rush. Bledsoe lofts it. He's got an open man inside. Free ball. If it's ruled a catch and a fumble, it'll be the Jets' ball, and it is. Patriots are saying it was an incomplete pass. The official says it was caught and lost. as was the game on that play.
I mean, this team was going down the field, and wide open in the middle. Now, I don't know if it was Brisbee or Timpson. I'm not sure. It was 82 or 83. It's officially a fumble. This pass wide open down the middle. Excellent throw. That is Timpson. He gets hit there by Young. There's your play of the game. Washington recovers it. The Jets ball. Game's over. Ronnie Young, what an outstanding hit. You've got to put the ball away. And that really is the first fumble by the Patriots in the ball game.
The Patriots out of timeout, so the Jets can just down the ball and run it out and go to their 5th straight win for the first time since 1986, as the Jets now up their season record to 7-4, and Coach Parcells, his team falling to 1-10. The losing team that nobody wants to play, but again they lose.
You know, and when you see him, he really is cool, and he talks to us, but you know, inside it's just got to be eaten at him, knowing that, you know, when I said to him, I said, you know, you got a pretty good team for a 1-9 team, and he looks at you like, well, he doesn't really want to say that to his kids because he wants them to work hard. The one thing he told us a week ago, it's like a high school atmosphere around these guys. They have not lost concentration really, and you know, they know that they're going to be a pretty good football team.
Well, that's what Bruce Coslet said. He said they're going to turn pretty quickly. The players are in position. You just hope it's not against you that they turn for the better. Here is the Hager wrinkle-free cotton super play of the game. It was super for the Jets. Timpson with the catch.
Young with the hit, and Washington with the recovery. Jets ball, game's over.
So you harken back to that opening drive and that first try for points, a 33-yard field goal into the wind by Kerry Blanchard of the Jets, and that was ultimately the decider. The Jets will be favored again next week. They'll be at home at Giant Stadium to play Indianapolis. Then they go to Washington, and it starts to toughen up. Dallas, Buffalo, and Houston down the stretch.
Well, you know, and Chip Myers, I was talking to him, one of the coaches, and I asked him about, you know, the game is over. And this, you know, what he's saying is it's all in our hands, and they can't depend on anyone else. They've got to do it themselves.
Jets were outgained in the second half, 189-113 by the Patriots. But they pay off on final numbers, and it was a 6-0 count as the Jets win for the 5th straight week. Final score, the New York Jets 6, the New England Patriots nothing. This is Don Criqui for Paul McGuire saying so long from Foxborough. Stay tuned for the scores and highlights on the Head & Shoulders NFL Live postgame report coming up right after this.